Hi guys, welcome to Khong Driving. It's a hot weekday afternoon. We are in Langkawi and it's raining. So guys, if you want to hear what the Honda City RS is like in the rain, you can hear it now. Can you hear the rain? Pitter-patter on the roof. Well, that's the sound of the rain. Okay, with me are two other guys and we are all from the media. We've all taken our RTK test and for all practical intents and purposes, we are clear. And we are going to spend a lot of time in the car together, so we decided to take the risk and take off the mask. Okay. Alright guys, we are now waiting for the lead car in front. We are in Langkawi and I am actually taking the third stint of drive in the Honda City RS, which is actually a EHEV, which means we are running a hybrid system together with the engine. This is the top spec of the City Hybrid, and this comes with the Honda Sensing, which includes of course collision mitigation, collision warning, lane keep assist, and also road departure assist, and also auto headlights, and you name it, they got it except RCTA. Yeah, and it's also got lane watch. But anyway, I'm sure you've seen a lot of reviews about this car, so we don't need to talk so much about it, but more about how driving it is. And the first experience for today is how is the sound like in the rain. So now you don't hear the engine, you don't hear anything except the pitter-patter of the rain. So how's the sound? Okay, the rain is very heavy, but of course you can hear it or you can't hear it, I don't know, because I'm just recording it all. And we are going through Khong town, and this part of the drive includes a stint going up to the mountain, our Langkawi mountain. And in my previous videos on the Honda City and the Civic, some people are complaining about the sound. Okay, now just to let you know, when the car is being pushed very hard, any car for that matter, there will be sounds from the engine, there will be sounds from the tire, and sounds from the gearbox. For the City, we have driven the sedan RS, and we have driven the hatchback RS, and now we are in the hatchback RS, courtesy of Honda. Thank you very much, Honda, for bringing us to Langkawi. And for a change, we're going to drive the car slow and let you actually feel and hear what the car sounds like when driven normally. So we're going at about 60 kilometers per hour, 58, 59, and it's raining cats and dogs outside. So you can't hear anything except for the rain. Okay, there's some standing water, you will hear. Yeah, you will hear the sound of the water as the tire cuts through it. And it's also soft enough that you can even hear the Satria that we passed. So this engine or this car doesn't have a rev counter, so we don't actually know what is the engine RPM, but just for your information, there are actually three ways this car is driven. One is full electric mode, and this system is called the i-MMD system, which is the latest from Honda, and you actually start off every time in electric mode. And this electric motor has 109 PS in power, but it has 253 Newton meters of torque, and the torque is available from 1 RPM all the way to 8,000 RPM. So you get full torque from the word go, and that is why this car is like so powerful, because it has this torque that's equivalent to a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, or maybe a 1.5 liter turbo engine. That would be around the torque that you would get. So that is why this car will take off very easily, and on the mountain and in the city you will find that it drives very well. The get up and go is really good. So basically the electric motor is the one that propels the car, and when you accelerate, they simulate the acceleration and the engine revving up. So the engine's job is to charge up the battery so that the battery can power the motor. So as you accelerate, they also accelerate the engine. So you get this linear feeling, this feeling of acceleration. Okay. So from 0 to about 110, 120, you're actually running on the motor because the motor provides better torque. And then after 120, the Honda engineers discovered that it is better to just run on the engine because you have momentum, so you don't need so much power. And from their own testing, they found that it's actually more economical to drive the car with the engine. So that's the second mode. The first mode is with the motor running and the engine charging. Second mode is with the engine running, and of course it also charges the battery at the same time. And the third mode is sometimes when you need the extra power, the engine also comes in to help. Okay, so that's 3 ways of driving the car, and that is what the whole EHEV system is about. And it gives you supposedly 3.6 liters per 100 kilometers. That's about 30, I think 30 or 20, 29 or 30 kilometers per liter. And that is of course done under certain test conditions. In real life it might differ a bit, but well, that's actually quite good fuel consumption. Okay, enough of talking. The rain has not slowed down. I thought the rain slowed down, so we're going to have a feel of the car. So you can see now I'm going at 60 kilometers per hour. Throttle is very easy. Oh, it says lane departure. Okay, so wow, you can read this lane in the rain, not bad. Okay, some of the systems cannot read the lane very well, the lines, because of the rain. But anyway, this one is quite good. I forgot to turn it off, so all systems are on. Now on the meter you can't see it, but sometimes when you have enough charge and the car is slow enough, it runs fully on EV. And then it shows there EV. That means your engine is not running. So again, you're saving fuel. See, I'm running at 44 kilometers per hour. The EV light went off. That means the engine is also helping running and charging the battery up to give it more charge. So the battery in a hybrid car is a lot smaller, and therefore it's a lot cheaper to replace too. So these batteries do a very fast charge and discharge cycles, and they're made like that. And of course they have a cooling system inside there to prevent them overheating. These are lithium ion batteries. They are very good. They are small and powerful. The only thing they have is heat. So therefore there is a cooling system that is attached to the air conditioning, and it actually helps to cool the batteries down. So you see, as I accelerate, the engine sound also goes up. It's actually still the battery running the car through the electric motor, but the engine, they simulate the acceleration by accelerating the engine according to how much throttle you put and how fast you're going. So that is an engineering marvel and it gives you the impression that the engine is revving up, but actually most of the work is being done by the electric motor. Okay, we haven't hit 120 yet. So around 110 to 120, there will be the transition stage where the engine takes over. But for city driving, the Honda City is the perfect vehicle because it is running on your electric motor, and charging up and fuel consumption is going to be your good friend. And of course, despite it being only a 1.5 liter engine, the acceleration is good. So that's what is so good about the City. Now the battery, I hear the cost of the battery is around 6,000 to 7,000 ringgit, and there's an 8-year warranty on the battery. And because these are hybrid cars, the batteries are smaller. I mean, it's not that they are cheaper, they're cheaper because there are less of them. Whereas in an fully electric car, the battery pack can cost you like 3/4 of the cost of the car, okay? You know how your handphone batteries are, right? Small little thing in your handphone, 150 ringgit. Yeah, I just replaced the battery in my Samsung, and that was 150 ringgit. The battery is really, really quite small. Not as small as you think. It's like half a Cadbury bar, the 100-gram bar. And it takes up quite a lot of space inside the phone. I just happened to see it. I just didn't video it. But anyway, we are now on the mountainous side. Yes, the rain has kind of abated. And guys, this is the sound you hear in the car. Okay, I'm going to stop talking for a couple of seconds so you can hear. I'm going to turn on the wiper too. That was the truck. Actually, the engine is not running now. We are on EV. It's running on the battery. So it's just the motor and you hardly hear it. And whatever sound you hear is actually the tires on the road. Still running on EV. Fantastic. We are going at 56, 57. Now EV went off. I suppose the engine will start. Because as your battery depletes, the engine must start automatically, of course. And it must charge up the battery. So what you hear now is actually the road surface has changed. So you hear the tires rolling on the tarmac, and the fact that it's wet, it will also change the sound a little bit. Okay, as you accelerate, the engine revs up to charge the battery more. So under certain conditions, the engine also helps to push. So actually, up to about 110, 120, you're running on the motor, on the one gear. And then once you hit that critical speed, the engine is also connected directly by a gear. It's like having it in 6th gear, okay? And it's connected directly to the engine, and it takes over and drives the car. So there is no like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's electric motor, drive, and engine drive, yeah, or electric motor with engine assist. Okay, so this is how it works basically, but you don't have to worry about it because the car actually does everything for you. All you got to do is step on the accelerator or the brake and turn the steering. That's all. Very, very simple. And of course, stop at traffic light. There's no traffic light. It's a T-junction. Yes. Okay guys, the difference between a T-junction and a junction is that a T-junction has no escape road. Yeah, so don't overshoot the T-junction. You can overshoot the junction, but don't overshoot the T-junction. That's called language. So if you are navigating somebody, you tell him, turn right at T-junction. Then the mental picture to the guy is like a T. Yeah. All right, so now we are a little bit of rain, and we are driving. So guys, stop complaining in my column about the engine noise, yeah? Any car for that matter, be it hybrid or non-hybrid, CVT or non-CVT, the moment you push it, the engine will be loud, okay? That's a known fact. So the only car that you can drive fast without engine noise is probably a Rolls-Royce, a big CC car where, you know, you turning over at 1,000, 2,000 RPM. Even the new Rolls-Royces are pulling 6,000 to 7,000 RPM. The only thing they do is they put a lot of soundproofing into the car. Yeah, and anyway, just for your information, this City RS has got lots of foam, especially in the bottom part, to cut down the NVH. So this car is actually is a B segment car, but let me tell you that the soundproofing is actually quite good. I'm now speaking at normal volume, yeah. Okay, we have two guys in the car. They have been told to keep quiet. We have Azlan here from The Sun, and we have Nicholas from Straits Times. Old friends, we met many years ago, and the last time I drove with Azlan, it was like 10 years ago. So it's like deja vu, yeah. At that time, he was with the Malay Mill, yeah. And so sorry, so Azlan is with The Sun, and he's a very colorful character. But today he's keeping very quiet because he's letting me have center stage. Okay, we're going to climb up the mountain, I think. Yes. This is the road that goes to the mountain. Now, it's a bit wet and we have instructions not to overtake the lead car. Okay. Alright guys, we are going to climb up the mountain in Langkawi. And so I don't know if this is going to be part of the main video or another video, but let's go, man! Woo! We can only go as far as the lead car can go.